As you know, there are many different versions of Minecraft. Some are better, some are worse, some add features, some remove them. So from what you can tell, these versions are unlike one another. But just how different are these versions? So I put it to the test. I'm testing one seed on 19 different versions of Minecraft Java, and we're just going to see how different these versions actually are. But before that, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel for awesome content like this, and hit the like button as well, because this is going to be a really interesting video. Thanks for watching so far, and now let's begin. Now finding the best seed to test out is quite difficult. I have two ways of doing it. I could either waste my time going into worlds scrambling for the best seed to use, or I could just research online for a popular seed and Oh, here's one. So the seed I'm going to be using is 336, 138, 553, 932, 806. Here's the rundown. This is what the world looks like in 1.17. Pretty normal, right? It's a pretty rare seed, but it's pretty normal, it's what you'd expect. Now let's go back a bit. And here we are, in version 1.0. This release added a few new mobs, but most importantly, it's the first full release of Minecraft. So checking it out, we see there's a spruce biome to the right, and a plain to the left. It's pretty basic and nothing too special. You know, from a distance, this looks like a newer version of Minecraft. Heading into the spruce, we see a ravine. I want you to keep thinking about this, just keep it in your mind, just remember where it is, and just keep thinking about it. Heading into version 1.1, we immediately see that the spruce biome has turned into a snowy taiga. And remember the ravine? It's still there. It's fascinating to see how the whole biome has changed, yet the ravine is still intact. And moving over to the plains, we can see that nothing's changed. Very disappointing. Maybe 1.2 will be better, and well, hang on. What's that I see in the distance? A tree? That's right, it's a jungle. We went from 0 to 100 here. Way to go, Team Plains. I also noticed that the shape of the island changed a bit. But if you didn't notice, the trees on the snowy biome are gone. But what's that? Let's go! It's the ravine. Wait, what? All of the water and lava is gone. That's strange. But moving on to 1.3, we see, well, trees. So we went from a spruce biome to a snowy taiga to a snowy desert and back to a snowy taiga. And the best part is, we still have our ravine. Taking a quick peek at the jungle, we see that nothing has changed once again, and I suspect that that'll be happening for the rest of the lifespan of this jungle. Unfortunately, 1.4 brings nothing but rendered bugs here and there. The jungle appears to be untouched, and I have to say the same for the snowy taiga. I don't know if it's a really good thing or a really bad thing that nothing's changed. But thankfully, we still have our good old ravine. 1.5 is even worse with the rendering, but nevertheless, let's take a look. Heading towards the jungle, we see that nothing has changed once again. The higher the versions we go, the less crazy things are. Wait, this is beyond crazy. The water, nah. Oh, now I'm at 1.6. I just need to make sure the water goes back where it belongs and bruh, it's still in the wrong spot. Ooh, and here's where things get spicy. To the right, you can see a mushroom island, and to the left, a savanna. Now look at 1.17. See the resemblance? We're in 1.7, 10 whole versions away from 1.17, and they're already so similar. So I guess it's time to say goodbye to the snowy taiga and jungle. Oh no, and what about the... It's gone. Anyway, taking a look at the mushroom island, we can see that's, well, a mushroom island. This is actually a really lucky seed. Looking at 1.8, I've realized that we still haven't seen any sign of a village. There were 2 villages in 1.17, but not even one has decided to show up here. Unfortunately, 1.8 just didn't want to show up here, so I guess we'll never know what's behind the plains biome. Because nothing major happened in the overworld in 1.9, only in the end, nothing major happened here either. The mushroom island, plains biome, and savanna island are all the same. I'm not going to bore you by showing it off. And 1.10, here we go. We finally got the 2 villages I've been waiting for. Checking them out, we can see the old school villages and their old school houses. Oh, this one's just fallen into the water, I guess. And at the other village, we can see there's villages too. 1.11 is literally the same as 1.10. There are no differences. and I noticed this really huge divot in the mushroom biome, so I guess that proves that they are the same generation. Now 1.12 is probably one of my favorite updates because it adds concrete blocks. But you know what, it doesn't have concrete? This seed. So guess what? It's the same. 1.13 on the other hand, gives us a pleasant new look to the water. And what's that? An acacia village? We're not up to the village and pillage update yet. Wait a minute, this is the old school acacia village. I forgot these were a thing. And I can tell that the village layouts have actually changed. Plus there's a boat next to it. The other village also changed its layout. Now for probably my favorite update, or close to my favorite, we have 1.14, which is the village and pillage update. So I love this update because it adds new variants to the villages, but it also adds new types and buildings to their houses. You can easily tell that this is an updated village with the terracotta and its layout. The same goes for the plains village. For a second I thought 1.15 was the same as 1.14, but wait a second. Roll back to 1.14? Those are different villages. The layout is all different. There's even a boat inside this house. Now up to the 1.16 nether update. But we're not in the nether, so what changed? And looking at it, nothing has. Obviously the villages changed their layouts again, but I knew that was happening. Then I remembered, in 1.17, out of the corner of my screen, I saw the tiniest little nether portal. So upon heading to the mushroom biome, I saw it. Let's see what's in the chest. Whatever, I'm in creative mode, I don't know why I bothered. It also appears that the portal collided with a mushroom, so it got chopped. Just absolutely chopped. But now it's time for 1.17. Now as of recording this video, 1.17 is the newest full release of Minecraft. And honestly, nothing has changed. 1.17 is definitely not the best way to end this experiment. So, I decided to load up the world in 1.18 and... What? What the hell? Jungle? So that's not the best result I was thinking of, but this is snapshot 12W43A. So we haven't seen the final picture yet, but now I think I should summarize the results. In versions 1.0 and 1.1, we saw a plains biome. But in version 1.2, a new biome was added to Minecraft. The jungle. So that means that the generation would change, and that's why the plains turned into a jungle. That explains why for a lot of updates, nothing changed, because there were no new biomes. Which also explains why in 1.7, we got the Mushroom Island, Savannah, and Plains biome. They added 11 new biomes and 20 technical biomes? Whatever that is. This update is literally called the update that changed the world. The answer's been right under our noses. These changes can even be applied to the village problem. Although villages were added way earlier, in 1.10 they added the feature for villages to spawn outside of a specific biome, so they could collide with other ones. So the villagers already wanted to be there, they just couldn't spawn. So that'll wrap up this video. If you thought it was interesting, feel free to leave a like on the video. I sure thought it was. This video also took me quite a while to make, so subscribing would really help. You don't need to, but I mean, it's right there. But that's about it. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.